Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You know what that is, right?
Breaking news.
That's that Doug cartoon.
Biggie. 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 Biggie.
What up, legend? Good to see you.
Coming at you live.
Yeah, we got a nice little conversation here earlier.
Yeah, there was some action in the chat, wasn't there?
Yeah, living off welfare, you poor kid. Poor kid needs to get taken away from you. I said that's a horrible thing to say to someone.
Yeah, not a good comment.
I would never say nothing like that. You say awful things all the time.
I do.
Um,
I do sin quite
no,
a bit.
that's what he said. I'm sorry, I was
Oh.
reading. You're just like I do too.
But not like that guy. That guy's worse.
I asked him what I said. He's like, what did he say? Oh, just like how Razor never said anything about religion or TM.
I don't know.
And
I saw that happen in his chat.
yeah, it was in my chat, but I still I didn't say nothing about anybody real bad in a serious tone for a while. So this isn't breaking news, like I've been saying horrible things. I don't think so. Breaking news. Now I did see Darth's channel yesterday. I've been on YouTube for a while. I know how to handle a nasty person on panel enough to where they can't show what's on their screen. They barely could say anything if I control to watch that. So I'm gonna drop the link, and if anybody wants to hang out and have a little conversation, I'm always open to it. Now I didn't see the people were in the chat said it looked like it says I have never said anything about religion or TM. So that the person, it kind of seemed like it could have been Arizona, but for me, it's either someone being super smart and making it look like him, or it's actually him, or you can't take anything from the chat and really hold it against anybody anyway. Even if they say call you names or say something horrible, what are you gonna do? Oh, they said this in the chat. Nobody gives a shit. I don't care. It's fine. I try to be a good parent as much as I can. I love little Shaq. That's my little baby dog. Parenting isn't easy, but I try my best, and he's the best. He's the smartest kid in his class. Mm-hmm. He gets good grades. He didn't miss but 3 days of school last year, so we do okay, I think.
That little Shaq. One of the things little Shaq has. Little Shaq's got the greatest dad in the world, who'll drop the leg for every boy and every girl who needs help or who needs vitamins, prayers, or just some lifting up. All they got to do is look you up, and you are the champ, Biggie Shaq.
Yeah. So God bless you all, even the people that have horrible things to say. I wouldn't. I'm not in the mood to give y'all a hard time about shit. I don't know who Dick Ryder is. Cool name. So this is just gonna be a normal no ma'am channel stream, and you can if any companions of the network want to hop on, they can. I don't have ladies on just because I just want to hang out with a bunch of big, strong, muscle-bound dudes and talk about comics. You know, that's all it is.
Slapping man meat.
Sorry, what is the legend?
Slapping man meat.
Big man, me, big muscle-bound men in the middle of the ring, slapping muscles on big, beefy muscles.
Beef.
That fucking cicada is going bonkers out there, man. He's like,
Yeah, yeah, he is.
like
Yeah, he
one
is,
fucking
brother.
cicada every 10 miles.
That,
That's how, that's how it
those
is, man.
bugs, dude, man. You gotta love the Texas bugs.
Fuck yeah! I saw that they had a verdict brewing on the old Puff Daddy.
Oh, really, dude? Puff is the stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if it's looking good or not good. I haven't been paying attention to it
Yeah,
lately.
they said that Miami, his last girlfriend he had, I think it was his
Yeah.
last girlfriend. She said that he like definitely was abusive and shit like that, and people were saying she's lying
Oh, yeah,
because
man.
she's blaming him for a bunch of stuff. So partial verdict announced. Yeah, that's the other thing I heard is like one person on the jury hasn't really made a decision. So
Hmm. That's an interesting case. There's definitely there was some. I don't know if it was consensual or non-consensual, but there was definitely some intercourse. Do you remember that guy with the mask on? He was creepy.
oh, the
Mister.
Punisher.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome, dude.
A
Like
minute, I
the
kept.
guy, you know how tough of a job that would be, like to get paid to slang meat.
Dude, I kept thinking that guy's name was Blaster.
Really? No, I
Blaster?
think it's Punisher.
Oh, the guy, the Punisher.
I don't know.
He wa-
Maybe you are right. Is there a guy named Blaster? I'm talking about the Punisher.
I think there is a Blaster, but I think, yeah, I think it's Punisher. I don't know where the fuck I'm getting Blaster
Yeah, I
from.
thought the Punisher had a mask on. Maybe there's another guy that has a mask. I didn't pay
Dudes
attention.
were whatever they were, dude. They were like stormtrooper sex workers.
What up, Mr. Darth Lopez? Good to see you, my friend.
There
Yeah,
he
I was dropping
is.
a link so people can join and have a little convos because I could do this whole gimmick right here, right? I can go. No, that ain't the gimmick. I can do. Where the fuck is it? Nope, that ain't it either. It's like this. Yeah, I could do that. You can still talk, right, Legend?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So that way they can't be pulling out their little wieners or whatever they do, right?
That's right. Don't be
Right.
doing none of that, people. We don't want to see none of that.
No, no, don't come at my channel. That's the. I've been trying to be a sweetie pie to these guys that seem to be all riled up, and I'm there's a bunch of other shit going on. You know,
All
like
kinds of stuff.
Simon's video seems to be the talk of the town more than anything I've been doing, dude. I've been pretty chill.
Yeah, man. I've been real chill too, dude. I don't know what's going on with these people.
Oh no, them stinking blue wrenches.
Wrenches. Hey, wrenches,
You
let me tell you,
dirty,
if any of you wrenches are listening right now,
dirty
and I don't
wrenches.
feel like writing no
No,
letters
you
on
ain't gotta give no
Instagram.
names. I'd prefer
Yeah.
you didn't give names.
No
Honest.
names, no names, but let me just say this, wrenches. I really appreciate everything that you wrenches do. You know, y'all are spending so many hours dropping the blue link or dropping the links down, dropping the URLs, saying hello to everyone and doing your best. But now, some of you blue wrenches out there, you know who I'm talking about. Sometimes I think you blue wrenches side with the channels that have a lot of subscribers or a lot of great drama surrounding the channels, and y'all want to be a part of those channels, aka it's called Clout Chasers. The Legends Truth did a great video on clout chasing, and I may have to do another one when I get back. Because when the great legend comes back to making videos, We're going to clean up the community by cleaning up the great legends wrenches. Now
Yep.
I'm not taking too many, but you know what I mean.
Well, I'm getting rid of Mr. Dick Ryder. I'm gonna put him on the block list.
Adios, vato.
But there's still a link if you want to join. I'd rather talk to you in person than have these horrible, awful threats
Yeah,
against
Razor.
me.
If you're out there, Razor, just kind of hop on and
I
hang
don't.
out.
It's Dick Ryder. There's no Razor in the chat. It's all Dick.
Sorry. Dick Rider, if you want to hang out
Yeah.
or ride me and Champ, come on, hang out.
Yeah.
Ride me
Sorry,
and
man. It's Dick Ryder.
ride me and Champ. We're good.
Dude, that's another. That's a good point you brought up, dude. Like, I got like 5 people in the chat right now. You know, do you need to win over the influence of my 5 people? Just leave my 5 guys alone, guys.
Yeah.
Shit, man. I'm just trying to get by over here on my little. None of us have a bunch of shit to fucking earn from each other. Like, uh, people are people, man. They're gonna fuck with who they want to. So that's how it goes. All right, let me get rid of this Dick Rider guy. See if I can do it. Is it gone already? Oh shit, you guys are too fast. I can't get rid of it. You can't see it on the YouTube phone. Shit. Oh, I got a way to do it. Put user. Yeah, I just ban this guy. Adios, amigo. An error occurred. Try refreshing the page. That's not good. I don't know what that means.
He must have some magical power that's keeping him in.
Yeah, who knows? Oh well. It's the internet. Things happen.
Maybe he can come back later.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm such a sweet, a soft or whatever you want to call it, a sensitive guy. So I'm too sensitive for such vulgar language. I don't want it around my personal body or being. What's this say? Oh, nothing. Nobody said anything. Still where it was last time. What up, Card Shop Reality? Good to see you.
I do love me some card shop reality.
I liked Married with Children when they did the No Ma'am.
That's what you got to do sometime.
They had a cool little group. You don't ever see them episodes anymore. I might have to watch them specifically.
Oh yeah, dude. Those are some of the best episodes.
I thought that was where Married with Children was really hitting their groove, you know, like it's probably some of my favorite Married with Children also.
Yeah. That show's so good. Al Bundy and Peggy and all that. That was a good family. Their next door neighbors was really funny too. Marcy.
Marcy, I think she had something to do with the writing at
Yeah, I
one
think she
point,
did
right?
she did some directing and writing, yeah. Yeah, she was
Yeah.
pretty popular herself.
It was kind of like the old honeymooners, you know. Al would get like an idea and he'd try to strike it rich or some good fortunate thing would happen. And then by the end of it, like some traumatic thing would happen, but they would kind of just start from scratch. It's kind of like a comic book one shot, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I like that kind of content. Look, we got Madam in the chat. Good to see you. Thanks for
Hey,
popping
madam,
in.
what's going on?
You know, I don't really have much of that Byrne or Claremont series from
X-Men.
X-Men. Yeah, not in my collection at least. I'm kind of working on getting a X-Men 129. I feel like that's a good place to start. You know, I got the GSX and the 94, but I don't have much of them like bronze X-Men books.
You got more X-Men than me. I don't have a lot of X-Men at all, I don't think, anymore.
No. Yeah,
It's a
it's
good
called.
team. I just don't have that in my collection much.
I think the way I collect is like if I can't have the big stuff, like I would probably get rid of a lot of books to get like a cool FF1,
Hmm.
but I don't feel like selling them to do it, And I don't
Yeah.
know, it'd be pretty high amount of money, so maybe I wouldn't want to get rid of all the books I got to get one, like that's pretty expensive book. Now an X-Men one, I think I made my mind up. I'd go after that one just because it's in a better price range. It's about
Hmm.
twice as much to get an FF as an X-Men, I'd say. What do you think? I know you
I,
don't follow the money thing
I
that
think
much. But
I think maybe like a 2.0 X-Men. Shoot, you could probably do a 2 X-Men for like 8 grand, whereas an FF number one 2.0 would probably be 16 grand or something
yeah, that's
crazy.
what I'm thinking. Yeah, like a
Yeah.
1.0 is like 4K or 3, and
Yeah.
FF1's like 6 or 8. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I would get X-Men or try to get X-Men because, dude, once Disney starts pumping up X-Men, it's going to be like crazy prices again.
Yeah.
I say
And
get your X-Men books while you can. If you're a fan of any of the mutants, like Gambit, it could be anybody. Gambit, Kitty Pryde, just Colossus, any character you can get, try to get them.
yeah, 129 is like a little bootleg GSX because you get the White Queen or whatever the hell her name is, Emma Frost, right?
Yep, Emmett Frost.
And then you get the Kitty Pride gimmick,
Yeah,
and
dude.
you get the Hellfire Club. I think there's actually more keys to
Yeah.
that book than just that.
You know, with Emma Frost and the Hellfire, they on Marvel Rivals, Emma Frost came out along with the Hellfire Gala or Gala, whatever you want to call it. But that was an integral part of the Marvel Rivals storyline. If you're a fan of that video game, yeah, they had that. They even had a level called Krakoa. It's like straight up out of Mutants storyline.
Right. Did
Yeah, I
you
thought it was
enjoy
kind of cool.
the Night of Champions?
I still have not watched that yet. I've been vegging out watching, of course, you and Darth, some of my favorite YouTubers, and then I've been watching the Highlander on Peacock, doing the old school '95 Highlander. But I do want to watch Night of Champions for the CM Punk match. I know CM Punk came out to Thugonomics or whatever,
Okay.
so
Has he
that's
has he
cool to
not
see.
done that in a while? I didn't even pay attention.
Well, CM Punk supposedly his entrance, he wore like John Cena's like old Thugonomics clothes.
Oh,
He had a
okay. I thought he.
CM. Yeah, Punk even had a chain around his neck and everything. So he didn't come out to Cult of Personality. He came out to John Cena's old rap song, and CM Punk was kind of doing it.
Oh, holy shit! I gotta pay more attention to that. I was a little not focused whenever the. But I.
You could have been in and out. Like
Yeah.
I sleep through a lot of them because, like you said, some of those women matches when they're covered up so much, you can't tell what women. Who is this? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude.
Like they try to hide them.
The only thing I noticed about the intros was CM Punk was wearing a windbreaker, and I'm like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm like, that's the shittiest gimmick gear I've ever seen. Like, fucking Punk, you suck. A fucking
Yeah,
windbreaker. I
man,
want to see
just a
them
windbreaker.
muscles. I want
Yeah,
to see big manly muscles, dude. You're going up against John Cena, dude.
yeah. Back in the day, he'd just go out there with his little Ben Grimm clobbering time trunks, which is a good catchphrase when he says that on the entrance ramp. He always looks down at his watch and he says, "What time is it?" It's clobbering
It's
time.
gobbler in time.
That's a good.
Yeah,
Oh my god! Look at Drew Manchu in the chat. He's like rivals. He loves him some rivals.
he's a rival fan.
He's a
I
fan of
love some
Marvel.
big meaty, love man muscles. Big man muscles. That's right. Anyways, dude, the match, man, it was pretty. It was probably the best pay per view match we've had, besides the first Raw with Seth Rollins and Punk. That was probably a better match than this one, but it was pretty damn good.
Yeah, man, they're a good duo together. They do a lot of. They've had a lot of matches in the past, and when you watch them, it looked like they ain't missed a beat. Either one of them.
No, but you know who fucked up the most was Seth Rollins' little henchman. They tried to choke slam Punk through the table, and they
Mm-hmm.
kind of botched the choke slam. That was like the
Oh.
worst. Yeah, how you gonna come in and be fucking enhancement
Mm-hmm.
and shit the bed? You should have nailed that fucking choke slam, dude. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
man.
They should be
Because
embarrassed.
when the cameras are on, you gotta make it work.
Yeah. It's like they both started at the wrong time. Well, if you're gonna be the first motherfucker, get them up. You know.
There's this match last night, and it's the same thing. If people aren't working together in the ring, then other things are going to happen. So, like two of the guys, if they're working with each other and concentrating on each other, then you could have one guy laying down in the corner, and Macho Man does the elbow drop on him, and they cover him for a 1, 2, 3 because the other two goons were distracted, and Macho Man gets the win. You know, pretty crazy.
Breaking news. Breaking news. We got the Bleak Man.
Hey, brother, how you doing, man?
There he is. What
What is
up,
up?
Bleak?
Mr. Legend, how are ya?
Doing good, brother. Doing good.
Good.
I'm cooking
Smooth
out
as
on
fuck.
the grill again, man. I'm gonna have some burgers in a little bit.
Mm.
Maybe I'll even make some Krabby Patties. But you never know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was just telling him. So, Legend told me he noticed that there was a little ring entrance music spot that I might have missed. Did you notice it, Bleak?
Dude,
No.
it
I
could have
didn't
been
either.
SmackDown he did this. I don't know when he did this, but he dressed up like John Cena. But it could have
Yeah,
been an old video too, dude. So
maybe
I
it
don't
was a
know.
different one. All right.
Yeah, it
I
could
was
have
just
been
seeing if
edited.
Bleeker might have noticed and I didn't because I remember him. I think they nailed their music. It was the same music you hear both
Same
times.
music,
But
and he had the
yeah,
windbreaker on, right?
yeah, Punk definitely had his culture
Culture
personality,
person.
but I don't exactly remember Cena's. I think it was the right one though.
Yeah, I think Cena did the right. He did the Cena thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It
That's
was
that classic.
SmackDown that Punk did the Thugonomics, so Legend's right, but
Oh,
it was
yeah,
just
SmackDown.
SmackDown.
All right, that was a cool entrance though, dude. Yeah, they should have had something like really cool like that at Saudi Arabia, but maybe the Saudis don't know the culture or the lore of the OG stuff. I don't know how long they've had cable over there. Actually, they're pretty rich, but you never know
Yeah,
what kind of wrestling they have going on. You know.
we had Puerto Rican neighbors as a when I was like a teenager. Like we were like 12 and 13, and I don't think I met any other Puerto Ricans since then. Uh, but
Probably you
oh, it
probably
ain't
haven't met
Puerto
any.
Rican. It's fucking Saudi Arabia. I am racist as fuck. Damn it.
You haven't met any Saudi Arabians probably since you were like
Why did I think that? Yeah. Anyways, the
14.
Puerto Ricans guys were cool as shit. The only time we had like some kind of weird neighbor stuff was they were throwing the baseball and it broke the garage window and they
Oh
paid for it though.
shoot!
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
paid for it though. They were cool as fuck.
yeah. That's all right though, man. That's good neighbors. It's not like a hit and run where they just like run off and don't tell
No,
you.
no, yeah. We got Mexican neighbors now, dude, and they're good. They're awesome as fuck. Like the neighbors we had before them were some white guys from like out in the holler and the shitty parts of Ohio, and they were the shittiest neighbors, bro. They would like park in
Mm.
front of my house. I got in arguments with them out in the front yard. Dude, called the police all time. It's just like it was just like maniac stuff, and they finally moved away. And thank goodness for these Mexican guys that you might hear a little music. You know, I'm pretty easy to get along with. I never want to park in front of their house. I park way up the street so people have places to park. You know,
Yeah, man. That's awesome. It's good to have good neighbors, dude.
you gotta be nice to your neighbors, man. So we got Craig, man.
We got a good comic book community if you really think about it. I mean,
Yeah.
some of these blue wrenches are doing some stupid ass shit, trying to message me, trying to look for votes. Y'all, listen,
No,
JSS
no,
knows.
no names. Come on,
Okay, okay,
man.
okay. All right. Anyway, if you're a blue wrench out there, just go easy on the private messages, please, to the Great Legend Show. I can't check 1,000 from all you moderators out there.
No, I know
Everyone
we
wants
ain't
to.
bashing anybody, man.
Yeah,
It's
no
all love
bash.
today.
Are you
I
getting
Love.
the
love
gears?
JSS.
Are you getting the gears, Legend? What's happening over there,
I don't
buddy?
know. I'm not pushing him down the ledge either. He's just like I
Keep
did say
trying to
blue wrenches.
just people are trying to send me like messages, like private DMs saying you ought to vote for this or you ought to vote for that. It's like I have no say. It's what you should say. You vote for who you want to vote. I might vote for who I want to vote. Yeah.
I got like 6 people that watch my channel, so I'm not gonna like win anything. Don't worry, guys. I'm not winning shit. You're gonna get all the votes, everybody.
I don't even think I've done a video this year. I don't even
I
know
think
if
you
I
got a
have.
pretty good shot, baby. I think you got a pretty good shot, buddy.
No shit. Only way I'd win is because other people recommend me. Ain't because I'm pushing it, dude. Like I'm not. Hey, man, this is y'all's world. I'm just glad to live in it. Hey, we got E and Aaron. Somebody kick that dirty troll out of my chat. I don't want to see Ian in my chat.
I can give him a good 60 seconder if you need.
Yeah, give him a 60 seconder. I want to be able to come back so I can tell him about himself. Stinking Ian, man, he's the worst, man. He's like what's his name? Fucking the Sheik. Whenever he would come in, he'd be like, "Screw USA," you know.
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, you suck. All right, we got a new member, baby. Let's go. I need some members in my. You know, when your members get low, it makes the team look a little weak. We need as many as we can get.
Big Biggie. Biggie. Biggie.
Drop that fucking leg for Card Shop Reality. Hell
CSR,
yeah.
baby. CSR coming through. Hey, CSR, thank you also for the follow on Twitch. I'll hit you back up soon. I just haven't used Twitch lately.
I don't know how to start mine.
I got hacked on mine, actually. It took me a while, and when I came back, they had deleted everyone I followed, so I'm starting with 0 followers again. Or I'm following 0 people, so I need to start looking at my list.
All right, I guess the gimmicks are not stopping yet.
Breaking news.
It's TM.
Travis.
Hold on. TM's doing some theatrical shit. Let's see what TM's got going.
I just back there outside. We finally got power. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like earlier today, like around like 12:30, the whole freaking city went black. Well, it wasn't black; it's daylight out, but like every light was off. Like no light at all. Everything was shut down, and it just came back like 20 minutes.
Huh. All right. Well, it sounded like a brownout or a blackout or something, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. They're not saying anything. There was no accident. There was nothing was said. They're just like, no, it's just a blackout.
Hello, Mr. Roscoe Geek Out. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. Fuck, dude. It's hard telling. You know, the grid's kind of fucked up in the first place, and don't take much to do it. What did who dat do? Oh, who dat out there being ornery? Ornery who dat? What up, who dat? Did you know Card Shop Reality is historically the 3rd ever super chat on this channel in honor of the mystery 3rd man NWO? No. The 3rd ever super chat on this channel. Oh, you gave me 3. Oh, good. No, I didn't know that. Thank you, though. I do know that May 24th or the 26th is the day that 1996 was the day the NWO invaded WCW.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. Who the hell let Ian in? Get that guy out of here, man.
Out of this place, man.
Yeah, get that fucking guy out of here.
What is he doing in here? He's saying racist now. That's racist. No, Ian, you can't say that stuff. It's horrible. Give him a 60-second. Get your backpack. Get your grocery bag. Stuff all your shit in it because you're getting out of here. Oh shit! Who that? Hold on.
You got to give him the.
Breaking news. That's what.
There
Like,
you go. Yeah, you got to give them the proper entrance. You can't just bring them in. You got to give them the entrance.
Breaking news. I tried to do. I tried to be like Biggie and be positive, and it all went to shit yesterday.
oh no.
You didn't see the ending of the Dark. You
Oh
was there.
yeah, I think so. You was just like your head was down. Yeah.
I was like, collect books, be positive, blah blah blah.
Oh yeah.
And all of a sudden, people came in, and it went crazy.
Yeah. I
It
had
happens, man.
some guy named
Dude.
Dick Ryder today.
Dude, who that, man? It's just like the OG days when they used to troll We Love Comics. Remember how bad they used to mess with that boy? They messed him up, man. They wouldn't leave that poor man alone.
They used to do all kind of. They used to even thumbs down his video, and he used to try. He thought it was one time. He thought it was Boston Chris. And,
dude, I remember that.
Chris was like, "I don't live in Indiana." He says, yeah. "Do I sound like I'm from Indiana?"
Yeah.
Damn.
You never know, man.
It was funny.
Those were the days.
Yeah,
well,
I think Chris was from Missouri. I don't know what gave you that impression.
Yeah, I know. Fun fact: he's not really from Boston.
He's just a very good actor.
Yes.
He really loves the accent. He's been doing it for a while.
I like the name for a troll to be called Dick Ryder. I think that's very, very
Dude,
good.
who that Biggie. You should remember who that reminds you of. Remember Davis Ryder.
Davis Ryder. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
from a while.
Davis Ryder from a long time ago.
Now the things that were said, I can't be a fan of that because those are just horrible things to try or say or whatever to do. Actually done good, but it's the internet, so I'm forgiving. I'm all forgiving, We say weird things in the chat.
Well, the Brooklyn, so you all sound like you're from Indiana. I've never even been to Indiana. I know where I sound. I sound like I'm from New Orleans.
For some reason, I thought Kansas was like down by Georgia, but it's in like the middle of the country, right?
Like the Midwest.
Yeah.
Because Kansas City is about 14 hours drive from me, so it's pretty far.
What is this? Is this Ian again? Are you trying to sneak back in here, Ian?
He said hashtag anyway.
Yeah, just a sec.
Oh no, not again. He's gonna get kicked again.
Oh, we got one more guy. It's a no man bonanza. Breaking news. It's Drew.
What's up? What's up?
There he is.
Oh.
How you fellers doing?
So I was talking about this topic. So the world map, right? Like some countries are made to look bigger than what they really are. Now, is America bigger on the map, or I think it's bigger than what it's supposed to be. I think North America is actually smaller.
Well, no, I think North America's right. I think a lot of other countries are wrong.
Yeah, let's look at this world map.
Alaska is not as big as they make it look. Greenland is definitely a lot.
Right. That Greenland's the big glaring problem.
Africa is like double the size.
Biggie, I got you though. I got you. I handled Ian. I put him on a 60-second timeout.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Poor Ian.
Man, I only did 10 seconds because I wanted.
He's just trying to live his life. And everybody's timing him out.
We got this. We got it going, guys. You guys ready?
The thing with the globe, right? So why North America and Europe look a lot bigger than they're supposed to look?
Yeah.
The reason that is because it's basically like looking at like a fisheye lens, right? So there, if you space out the lines of latitude and longitude, which are fairly accurate, the way they stretch across a spherical shape as opposed to a flat map is vastly different.
Oh, so this is like got a curve to it. So
it's distorted, So it's like it's not so much that it's bigger or smaller than it looks. You're looking at a distorted view. It's like a funhouse mirror. It's not. If you were to there are maps where you see it's like there's like looks like teeth at the bottom and the top, right? Where those would fold together and create a globe. And those are much more accurate with the sizing of certain countries. But Asia is much wider but shorter than you'd think. It isn't as tall. Africa is probably about 1.6 times bigger than it's pictured on that map.
Yeah,
Australia is actually a little too big. South America is a little too small. North America is a little too big. It's weird how it works out, but like you can look at like an accurate like size comparison to these countries. A lot of it has to do with, as well as when they're printed, they're printed from the European point of view. So it's like a lot of people be like, oh, history is told by the winners, not the losers, right?
We can't all be winners.
Yeah, when not everybody conquered as many other places in the world as the Europeans did. So that's kind of how that works.
Not everybody hosted the first solo live show and won back-to-back years for the greatest host of all time.
Who did that?
Well,
who was that guy?
You're listening to him. The Voice, God's choice in voice. The Great Legend Show. If you didn't know, now you do. But now you're listening to the Biggie Shack Radio Network. Everything's bigger at Biggie Shack.
Biggie. We need a shock jock fucking soundboards.
Yeah, we need echoes, don't we?
Just that one dude with the super dope D voice, and he's just like,
everything
3 to 4.
Come down to Texas Dodge. Get the lowest in prices at 2.9 APR% financing. Yeah.
Biggie Shack.
Yeah, we need Biggie Shack merch. That'd be awesome. Some merch for the big man. Have the Shack picture with like the face and the beard.
I once got a giant yellow fucking Great Legend t-shirt. It's the best thing I ever did with my money.
Oh, you bought yellow, eh? That was limited edition.
I look like fucking Big Bird in that thing.
I think I only sold one. Thanks for buying it. Well, that was for the Comic Core, you know. The money.
Papa's backstage, I guess.
Scotsman took.
He's like, Papa said, let me the fuck in, or else I'm gonna boot this motherfucker down and get myself in here.
Oh my!
Man, I like. Ian's back, boy. He's feeling feisty, boy. He said, "What did he say?" Ian says, Biggie love double cheeseburger with bacon all the time. Hashtag
who doesn't?
Cheeseburger bacon. Wait, cheese bacon burgers.
That sounds good.
That sounds like a good burger.
Yeah, man.
Saying that.
Everyone
loves burgers, Ian.
I'm a burger guy.
Pop's just mad he didn't get the breaking news. He left. He wants the breaking news. Look at that. Breaking news. All right, is that better, Pop? I'm sorry.
Oh, firing up the grill.
And he gave you a one-hand salute.
Little Shack had the funniest sound.
Can I say something? This is a pretty poppin' panel for not that popular of a channel, eh?
Yes, yeah. I mean, we got 15 people. It ain't like we're breaking any records, so yeah, it's not that big a deal.
If you succeed,
91%. Darth Lopez loves that 80-20.
I'm an 80-20 guy myself. Need that family.
What was it? Oh, shit, I forgot I was going to say.
Random trash bag over there.
Now, that Greenland is big. Look how small America is on that map. We got Russia. Russia ain't that damn big. I call bullshit on this.
Russia's fucking huge, dude. The majority of it is uninhabitable.
Yeah, I'm going to say like half of it, more than half is uninhabitable. So.
Yeah, like it's like when you look at like Iowa or something, it's like, that's a big state. Yeah, but only like 13 people live there.
It's like Canada. Like, majority of Canada is like closer to the U.S., like all the population. So.
Anything north of the Hudson Bay there is not inhabitable. It's just like nobody lives there.
So Russia's all of China now? China's not that big. Russia. I thought China was bigger than Russia. What the fuck is going on?
China's not as big as Russia, but they're. I mean, it's huge. It's big, but it's not as big as Russia.
Pissing me off.
Russia claimed a lot of territory that nobody else would ever fucking want. So it's like it's like
Yeah.
that's ours, and everybody else in the world was like,
all
okay.
they do there is blow shit up as well. There's all that land that they have. They just blow shit up.
Dude, we could fit 3 North Americas in Russia, dude. I'm terrified, bro.
Yeah, but like that's the thing.
Alaska's
There's
as
nobody
big
there to
as
be
fucking
scared
North
of.
America. Look at that. This is fucking amazing.
I think that
Alaska is
that's way
huge.
too- yeah.
Alaska's a big parcel of land, but it's not.
Jeez.
Hey, did you know Alaska, Russia sold U.S. Alaska?
Alaska's huge, but it's not like it's all habitable. There's like
No.
little pockets of cities, but not like many.
Yeah, everything's really along that southern coastline.
Is it just me, or is it like you look at the shapes of these places too? Don't it look like you just smush them all together and make like one big piece of land?
Yeah, it's called Pangea.
Yeah, so you could just smush all this Pangea shit together. Like you see, Africa could fit in that ridge over there, and
The crook of Brazil fits right in the Gold Coast.
Yeah, dude, it's like
it's not as tight together as it would as it kind of looks when it's farther apart. But those land masses were originally connected. As the ocean was not between them.
Man, it's so like depressing to think how small you got to know that like we're all miracles, right? Because we're like a little pesk of dust.
Well, you can look at it either way, really. Like you can look at it like we're so insignificant. So
yeah,
who could have predicted our existence, and that makes it a miracle. Or also, we're so insignificant that our existence doesn't really matter on the long-term scale of things. So,
But you know what else will make you amazed, Biggie? If you look at flight times from different countries to other countries. Some places on certain parts of the world are closer to other parts of the world than its own country. Like the east coast of Brazil, that's on like the Atlantic Ocean side, that's closer to Africa than the east coast of Brazil to the west coast of Brazil, which is weird. So it's so weird. Like you can fly
flight patterns are
it's crazy the distance. The distance from the east coast of Brazil to Africa is closer than it would be going to the west of Brazil.
Now, I remember there being like a different country up where Russia is. Like, didn't Russia have to get in a war with somebody? Who was it? The Soviet Union?
No, that's the same country.
Russia was a part of the Soviet Union.
They were a part.
So, like, if you look at right now that map in front of us, Ukraine, Belarus, Lithuania, Latveria, Estonia, Kazakhstan, Mongolia, that was all part of the Soviet Union. That like all of the countries like bordering Russia used to be a part of Russia. And
Did you just say Latveria?
Lithuania.
Russia fought in the Middle East, Biggie. They were in the 80s. They tried to take over like Afghanistan and shit.
I'm sorry, I'm not educated enough, Lords Brooklyn. You're getting on that Ian list real quick, man.
We don't read books. We read comic books.
You don't want to be on that list with Ian. All right. Anyways,
wait. I just realized he put a whole bunch of cheeseburgers and fries.
Yeah, he did. He's still not quite there, but he's pretty close.
I didn't even realize that Ian.
Look at that. I'm trying to be a smart aleck, Ian. I do like bacon burgers, but I don't like that many. All right. We don't actually have an image of the Milky Way.
Don't let Ian shame you out of your cheeseburger love.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. Just because Ian's got issues with it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with loving a cheeseburger.
Papa said, I don't know shit either. Papa said,
dare threaten me. I'm just saying, man. Ian's a nice guy. You guys might be friends. That's all I said. Yeah, this map shit is not making much sense to me, so I'm gonna stop looking at it. All right.
Maps are made by mostly like America. Americans make a map, man. America is the biggest country in the world because America is the country that
there's no bigger lies
that runs the world. Yeah,
than the map lies of the white man.
Hey, Bleeker.
Yeah, buddy.
Happy Canada Day, buddy.
Thanks, my man. Appreciate you.
God.
What do you
Fuck, I
do
need to
on
go get me
What do you
some
do
maple
on
syrup.
Canada Day?
Fireworks usually.
Okay, that's right. It's like a
It's like a whack ass 4th of July.
Well, it might be better, man. They're doing it Canadian way.
Nah, instead of burgers and dogs,
Yeah,
they get Timmy Hortons.
Drew, don't disrespect Canada. Don't disrespect other countries.
Nah, man.
There's no
You got to bring the
disrespect.
peace.
He's
They got to
not
peace.
disrespect. They're about to be a part of the United States. Somebody
Yeah.
told me.
Yeah, we love them.
It's our little stepbrother. We're all right with him.
I ain't gonna lie, I used to call Canada America's top hat.
Oh, damn, who that? I used to say that.
Something's got to make you guys look good.
That's what I said. America's
Mexico
top hat.
makes us look good enough. We don't. We don't need your antics up there in the north.
North
man.
cannot be tamed. Winter is coming. Don't you worry.
I tell you, man.
For me, it's about 6 more months.
There's a lot of good white comedians from Canada. If you think about it, like, are they funnier than white people in North America?
No.
No.
I mean, I would. There's only one Canadian who I think ranks in the top of comedians of all time, and that's Norm Macdonald. Beyond that, I think there's a lot of funny people, but there's a lot of funny people everywhere.
You don't think Jim Carrey was funny?
I mean, he's a face. No, he's not really funny.
He did stand up for, I don't know, 20 years.
He did impressions and mulling about on stage. That's not stand up.
Got him into the movies. I'd say that.
Hey! A black man gave him his break. Let's without a living color, you would not have those.
He definitely flubbed his initial Saturday Night Live audition. So yeah.
All right, we got a new game for No Ma'am right now. We're going to do Mount Rushmore comedians.
Oh, Circumstances has got something to say.
Time for terrible takes from Drew. Damn.
Wow.
That's not cool, man.
Wow.
All right, my Mount Rushmore is Eddie Murphy, Bernie Mac, Dave Chappelle, and Richard Pryor.
Okay, all right. I thought she was gonna forget Richard Pryor, so I was like, uh-oh.
No, got him in there.
Y'all want to know my 4 comedians greatest of all time?
Yep.
All right, y'all. We're gonna go back in time real quick. Here we go. Charlie Chaplin, Laurel and Hardy, Shemp Howard. Bam!
Whoa! I think that was only 3.
Laurel and Hardy are 2.
They're 2.
Oh, I thought he said
Charlie
One
Chaplin,
act, 2 men.
And then Shemp Howard, my favorite of the 3 Stooges with that long hair. I love Shemp, man.
I can respect that. I have no issues with that.
Bill Hicks. Bill Hicks.
You like that Benny
George
Hill,
Carlin.
Who's it? Benny Hill. Drew, you
Don
like
George Carlin's good.
Don Rickles is definitely up there. And then I got to go someone a little bit more modern. I think Dave Chappelle.
Okay. Now, if I was to pick a white male comedian that might be able to get there, which he can't, it would be Dice, baby. I'm taking Andrew Dice Clay.
Pop says no.
Dice is a comedian like Will Smith is an actor.
Dude, Dice was a bad motherfucker, boy.
Paul
He's the
Mooney is
same
a good
guy.
one. That's a good
Dude,
one, Brooklyn.
he packed arenas, bro.
Lots of people pack arenas.
No, I don't think so. Not like Dice.
Dice
hard
was
for
pretty
me.
much one note. He had about an hour of material. He stretched over a 40-year career.
Hey, he was hot, dude.
I think he's hilarious,
Yeah,
but it's like as far as like he's not prolific enough. You know, it's like a guy like Carlin wrote how many hours of stand-up specials? That guy's amazing.
Yeah. No, I know. I would say Norm and Carlin and whoever, but I like Dice.
Yeah, I would. It's hard for me to pick, but I know 2 people that's on there, and then I'd have to figure out the rest. Would be Dave Chappelle and Richard Pryor. I remember watching George Carlin stuff when I was a lot younger, so I would probably put him on there, George Carlin. This is going to be a controversial one, but this guy was absolutely funny until he started drugging women, which was Bill Cosby.
Oh, dude.
Bill Cosby is still hilarious.
Bill Cosby was a fucking good comedian.
You can't judge somebody's sexual proclivities while judging their art.
Dude,
No, but he was like I would laugh my butt off at his stuff, and he didn't even curse. So
Lord of Brooklyn thinks he won. Let's see what Lord of Brooklyn said, because I don't know if you won, man. I don't believe it. Where is his thing? What did you say? Prime Dice is classic, dude. He's right about that. All right, here we go. Oh nope, he went 5, 6, 7, 8.
Robin Williams would be on my comedian movies top. Rushmore.
I don't know, man.
You know what? I can't.
It's very different.
I can't.
Louis C.K.'s on my list. I know he's a bad mamma jamma for whacking off in front of people. But
dude, that dude got consent every time he jerked his dick in front of somebody.
Still pretty
Ain't nothing wrong with
man.
what he did.
Still pretty darn hilarious.
I support him to the end.
You know, I think Brooklyn could have the greatest list, dude. That's a pretty good one. I'm not gonna say you don't.
What's his
He
list?
basically has the same list I have, but he added Eddie Murphy, who's hadn't done anything but 2 specials.
Yeah, I take Murphy and Cosby off of there.
But the 2 specials Eddie Murphy did were
I would put Cosby above Murphy just because he's only done 2, and can he redo what he did? I don't know. Chappelle has. Pryor did it 1,000 times.
What's the guy's name? Because he's fucking awesome, and I love him. I just can never remember names very well. The little short black dude that's a pimp, and he's like.
You talking about Cat Williams?
Yeah, Cat fucking.
Oh yeah, Cat's amazing. Cat might be better than Chappelle. Yeah,
Cat is not better than Chappelle.
I don't know, bro. Yeah, probably not. But in the right setting, dude, Cat would fuck you up.
Funnier than Chappelle. Chappelle doesn't really do funny jokes anymore.
I think in a competition like a freestyle battle, he might shit on Chappelle. I don't know.
So too. I actually believe that.
You know what though? 4 words. Poor little tink tink.
Poor little Tink Tink.
Is
that fucking Kevin Hart or some shit?
No, it's Cat Williams talking about
a
special Paralympian, a Paralympian with 1 leg, and the little guy every time he ran.
Oh, okay.
Like, tink.
You know who else is fucking good?
Tink, tink.
fucking Chris Tucker, dude.
Chris Tucker, he's all right. Who's the black dude that died?
I've seen him live. He's actually
Coleman.
really funny. He's really
very fucking funny.
Who's in the Kings of Comedy? Who's that black dude that died? He's fucking
Cedric
Bernie Mac.
Oh, I had Bernie Mac on my top 4.
Bernie
Mac was he was never scared of you motherfuckers. That's why he's on my fucking top list.
You know who's funnier than any of the Kings of Comedy? Also a black comedian. Was he died too. What the hell was his name? Patrice O'Neal. That dude is fucking hysterical. Go listen to clips of him running people down on radio shows.
To be honest,
Patrice O'Neal is fucking hysterical.
I really like Doug Stanhope as well as a comedian. I don't know if you guys know who he is.
Stanhope's hilarious too.
He's so funny, man. He's such a good comedian.
Red Sanford had some pretty good audio
Red Fox.
records.
Yeah,
Red Fox.
Sanford.
Oh my god!
Why did I call him Sanford? Motherfucker.
You want to
when he talks about Grandpa, he might bring out a comedian I've never heard of.
You want to listen to some old comedy stuff that actually is really funny. Like you said, Red Fox is one of them, and the guy who played Miyagi, he was a comedian.
Pat Morita.
Listen to some of his. He is hilarious.
Pat Morita's hilarious. Yeah, very much.
Now,
so.
Pat Morita did stand up for Johnny Carson as well. That's right.
Yeah. In like a one-on-one battle mode, dude. I tell you, there's another good one. Is fucking what's my boy's name? Rodney Dangerfield.
Dangerfield.
You don't want to fuck with Rodney.
King of the Catskill style.
He will fucking cut you up, dude.
I tried to call my ex-wife, and when I called her, it was my real wife. I can't get no respect.
I get no respect.
Hey,
I think Eddie Murphy gets too much love.
So do I.
I love Eddie Murphy, and he really does.
Here's the thing. We want to think of another person who's like comparable to Eddie Murphy in talent level of fame, level of income off of movies and things afterwards. Tim Allen is like the same guy.
Tim Allen's fucking funny.
Two great specials, and then a litany of shitty movies with 1 or 2 good ones peppered in. That's Eddie Murphy's career too. Eddie Murphy's
sounds like that sounds
5 or 6 good things, and a million
Martin
things.
Lawrence too. It sounds like Martin Lawrence too.
You know what? I can't.
I
don't like Martin Lawrence, man. I just don't. Something about his comedy doesn't connect with me. And it's like, all right, cool, funny is like whatever you think it is. You know, it's like so you can't say that he's not funny, but like he does not make me laugh. And I feel like who's the same way? Little dude,
Kevin
fucking
Hart?
always.
Kevin's
Kevin Hart, the Rock's
Hart, yeah.
the Rock's sex midget.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart. He does not make me laugh.
You know who I do like, who I always forget about because he's mostly a movie star now. But John Leguizamo used to be funny.
John Leguizamo is a really nice guy too. Met him at
Yeah, he used to be
Comic-Con, like,
really
2 years
funny.
ago.
He did about 4 comedy specials, I think, that were pretty good.
And you know what my favorite movie by him is as a kid was The Pest. I love The Pest.
Are you fucking serious, Canadian?
I like Spawn. I think
Get that Sarah Silverman shit out of here.
Sarah Silverman's very hit or miss, man.
Bullshit.
Callie said, "Who's this? Who your top female comic?"
Okay, that's okay.
Well, Whitney Cummings is on that list for sure.
It's a top female, Roseanne Barr. Dude.
Yeah, Whitney Cummings is pretty freaking funny.
Fucking Roseanne, you fucking. That's the one. Oh, there's another one. There's Phyllis Driver. Fuck it.
Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers. That's the one I was thinking of. There you go. Thank you. Yeah. I like her too. She was like Johnny Carson's spot for a long time.
You gotta say that 100-year-old lady that just died like a few years ago.
But what's the closest to a woman being funny to a man? Like, where would a woman break in the top ever?
I think it really matters who your audience is.
Yeah, I was about to say
who's that woman now? She's blonde, she's like middle age, and she does all these.
Her name's B. Arthur. B. Arthur.
No, B. Arthur's dead.
No, I know who you're talking about. Nobody likes her.
She just basically does mom comedy, and it's like maybe we wouldn't sit around and think that's funny, but there's a whole demographic of about 55% of the fucking population that thinks that shit's hilarious. So it's like comedy's all about your audience, right? It's whatever makes that audience laugh. So I would say that, like,
hey Biggie,
a gimmick that women aren't funny, but women can definitely be funny to the right people.
What up, TM?
Biggie, can you show Papa's list? It's up there. It's he started with Robin Williams, and then he ends with Fluffy.
Let's see.
My God.
Are you trying?
Was actually like low key funny. Yeah.
Oh, I see it. Okay. That's not. I mean, Gabriel Iglesias is fucking bad, but not bad, but
he's not bad, but he's not Mount Rushmore material.
Nah.
Man, I don't want to hate on Richard Pryor, but like Richard Pryor and Robin Williams are pretty much the same guy. It's just cocaine fueled.
Robin Williams. Nah, Richard Pryor smoked Robin Williams. He's way better.
You know what? Hey, it's a matter of whether.
Yeah, it's a matter of opinion. Robin Williams better, talented. Yeah.
But I would say Robin Williams, like Richard Pryor, was a storyteller. You get maybe 3-4 jokes every 15 minutes. Robin Williams would give you 45 jokes a second.
Robin Williams looked like he was going to fucking go into a seizure. He would go into a seizure.
Terrible success rate, but just
because not all those jokes were very good in those 45 seconds.
This guy wasn't mentioned, but I do like him, and it's Shane Gillis. I do like Shane Gillis.
Shane Gillis is amazing. Circumstances loves Carrot Top.
Shane Gillis is
great. Really? He fucking loves Carrot Top.
Yeah, so he's in the chat talking about my terrible takes.
Well, what Carrot Top does he like? Does he like steroid Carrot Top or skinny Carrot Top?
I don't think it matters.
What can we just say? What the fuck happened to Carrot Top? Holy shit, bro! I know it's been said, but Jesus,
HGH, man, HGH.
He got rich. What he did is he got a residency in Las Vegas.
Yep.
And during the day, he's got nothing to do but fucking work out and sit by the pool.
Yeah.
So he's like as orange as he's ever been, and he's also fucking jacked.
So orange. He's so orange. It's crazy.
I actually think Carrot Top's hilarious.
CJ,
I'm not gonna lie.
Sent you a message.
You know what the problem is? I can't. He's not funny with his jacked body. I'm sort of scared of him. Like, why is this steroid fucking guy on drugs yelling at me and trying to make me laugh? So I'm like, I'm laughing. I promise, Carrot Top. I'm laughing. I swear.
I think it's like the thing with comedy is not only is it so subjective to different points of view as to what you find funny, but there's also so many different forms of comedy. It's like Do you do sketch comedy? Do you do improv? Do you do mostly crowd work? Do you tell long stories? You tell one-liners? You know, what kind of comedy you do? Do you work clean? Do you work blue? Like, what works for you and what audience that you're with doesn't necessarily work for every audience or for every comedian. Like Papa said, Jeff Dunham. I think Jeff Dunham makes me laugh a lot. I never would say, oh, I want to see something funny, let me put on Jeff Dunham. But I've never watched Jeff Dunham and not laugh my ass off.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think that
there's a lot of jokes that he does that are really good, especially with like certain like Ahmed, that the terrorist one. That like I always got a kick out of that, and then the grumpy old man. I forget the character he used for that, but yeah, Jeff Dunham was pretty funny.
I think humor is something you learn from your family. I feel like you have funny people in your family, and you tend to get a sense of humor from them, is what I think. But that's just my opinion.
I also think that to be a comedian on the Mount Rushmore, there's comedians that are funny. Like there's that Indian comedian guy that I found funny for about a year and a half, and then his comedy just all sounded the same. It's just all the same subject matter that he does. Whereas like people like Dave Chappelle, you get really different jokes and people. I don't know. There's certain people that you just get better stuff from. Louis C.K., Dave Chappelle. They're those guys.
And Jeffries.
They're just better than most of them. That's all.
You know, right now I really like Jimmy Carr too.
Jimmy Carr. He's something. Holy shit. Okay.
I like to. Have you ever seen he like hosts a bunch of like little comedy shows or whatever on TV in Europe, and like just him interacting with the other guests. It's just fucking hysterical.
Yeah, he can be downright fucking dirty as fuck, man. He's funny, dude.
And I think that what's his name? The guy who did The Office. Oh, jeez, I'm blanking on his fucking name.
Yeah, bad with names, brother. Terrible with names.
Hosted the Golden Globes.
I don't know why.
Ricky Gervais.
Gervais.
But I think Ricky Gervais's stand-up has become super secondary to the other stuff that he's produced. So it's like you don't think of him as a stand-up as much anymore because he's made so much TV. He's hosted so many things that like
the best thing he did was the Golden Globes when he just trashed the entire fucking audience.
Made an Epstein joke, and he's like, "I don't care that he's your friend."
If ISIS had a fucking,
I don't know why,
a platform right now, your agents would all be making a phone call. I was like, oh my god, bro.
I don't know why, Drew, but whenever you said The Office, who did The Office, I don't know why Jim Jeffries came to my head, but Jim Jeffries is another funny fucker.
Yeah, he did. What's the show he did with DJ Qualls?
Oh, yeah.
Off of his stand-up, where like he would take his disabled friend to get
I watched it. I watched it. I forget the name of it though. It was great though. It was a great show.
Lady Fantastic mentioned Triumph, the insult comic dog. That's Robert Smigel. He did all the cartoons on Saturday Night Live, like the ambiguously gay duo and all that shit. And he wrote for Conan for years. Smigel's one of the funniest people in the world.
Who's the big white fat guy that used to say the N-word all the time?
What?
He's
Ralphie May.
Yeah, Ricky. Who? Sorry, Ralphie May.
I don't think he dropped the N-bomb a lot.
Yeah, he did.
he was hood though, like so. He worked mostly black rooms.
He did work mostly black clubs, actually, and black crowds, which was.
He's all right. Yeah. FF Annual 2. This is actually a key too. This is the what is it? It's like his mother or father to Doom. What else is in here? Anybody know?
Great cover.
I know.
No, it was the first appearance. I can't remember who.
It's Origin of Doom.
Yeah,
No, it's more than that. Hold on, I'll find it.
No, it's the origin of Dr. Doom, and it has villain pinups in it.
No. First appearance of Boris, a friend of Dr. Doom and father.
That's it.
Boris? Oh,
Father of
Yeah,
who?
forget about Boris.
Boris is kind of like the old
Hey
man
man,
that's trying to
you,
guide
you
young
laugh
Doom.
at fucking
Kinda like
Boris, dude.
Boris
You
is
laugh at
Alfred.
Boris.
I
Boris
laugh
is
at it
Alfred,
because
basically.
it's, to me, Origin of Doom is number one, and then the
Yeah,
Battle of Doom versus Rama Tut should be number two.
of course, but it's one of them books that everybody's like, "Oh, it's just a Doom fucking origin." Nah, there's something in here. You know, who was he? Who was Boris the father to?
No, Boris is kind of the
Friend of
guy that
Doom and
raises.
father of Valeria.
Yeah, well, he
Father
raises.
of Valeria. Now, who's Valeria?
Valeria is
Oh,
Doom's first love.
hey, yeah,
There you
are
go.
y'all
So,
listening? Are y'all listening
yeah,
to
I'm
me? I
listening. What
have
is
that
it, Legend?
fucking book. I have that book. All
Yeah,
right,
I got the
that
book right
guy,
here. Yeah,
he trains Doctor Doom. He's basically Alfred, like Alfred to Bruce
see,
Wayne.
like
Is this
it's
guy to
something,
Doctor
bro.
Doom?
It's
Yeah,
something.
it's his like guy that trains him.
That's what the
Doom,
undervalued world 5-time champion brings to the network, dude. I look for these little
Doom
inconspicuous
kills.
fucking
I
things.
think Doom eventually kills that guy. Though spoilers.
Yeah, but you never know, dude. If they get deep enough into the Doom, you might get some Doom shit. All right, so
I was more happy about it because it's Doom versus Rama Tut, and they talking about bringing back your boy to play Kang. So yeah, actually
I
gets
like
some
that.
good.
They should have
I
never
see.
dropped him, man. That
look
was
at that
dumb.
chest hair on that manly man. Damn, good
All
looking
in one spot too. Wow.
shit, man. That's some good looking.
Not even
Yeah,
spread
spawns
out.
from the center. He's
It's
got
all
cleavage. He's got
yeah.
cleavage bush.
He can have a braid right down the middle.
There's a book I got from Cali. It's kind of like a absorbing man, but it's two guys. You know what I mean?
Hammer and anvil.
Hammer and anvil. Yeah. So
Look at that sub crease in that book. Beautiful.
that's a deep sub. Yeah.
There's something about a sub crease in a book from the 60s just makes me go, "Oh, look at that."
Got a little Gibbon gang, big Sasquatch guy, man. One ain't there to love. Got a big Sasquatch. Got a little kill.
Remember when people were getting that book, Biggie? The Gibbon?
Yeah, to be in the Gibbons.
It's the Black
Gibbon
Panther.
gang. Gibbon gang.
Gibbon gang. Killmonger. First cover, first full. And a big ass cheetah. So this is the 30th anniversary, 30 years of Deadpool issue. And it's a Layfield. This wasn't that long ago that came out. And this is issue 350, which I got the cool variant to. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good variant.
And then here's the sketch to the first white Black Panther, The World to Come. But the reason I showed you that 350 is because I got the A cover today, so I got 2 copies of 350. I might give away the books. I have 2 copies of the
What
modern.
is 350? Who was writing that run?
This one's Dugan,
Okay.
I believe. Yeah, Showdown with Death Grip, a new villain and more. They've been saying Death Grip's a new character for about 15 fucking issues, so that's what they want to push. Thanos Ron Lim #1. I saw who that show this.
Ronnie Lim, baby.
Or no, it was Callie. Callie had that. Yeah,
I love that book.
I think it's cool as shit. I just grabbed it because
I'm a big Ron Lim fan, but I also love that Starlin era Thanos.
Cosmic Powers. It's not really his series though. It's like a Cosmic Powers.
It's a reprint.
Oh, is it a reprint? Well, the
Yeah.
the second issue is a whole different character. Third's a whole different.
Yeah, the Cosmic Powers, I believe, were reprints of like previous keys.
And these two top loaders, I got one, and they're old. I paid $5 for them. They're usually $2, but it's just accessibility right now. I just wanted one now, but they're going to be for the first Bullseye and a nice copy of Tales to Astonish 93 surfer cover. I've been told it's Marie Severin. I'll call her Mary. Thank you very much. That's my little stack of books.
I actually just did a video on Star Wars #1 and how Jim Shooter was saying that how it saved Marvel, and he was talking about a few things. And I noticed that Mary Severin was on. She did the coloring for Star Wars #1.
Wow.
Which I thought was interesting. I'm like, well, to have somebody like Marie or Mary Severin do the coloring, I think that's crazy, man. She's a great artist. But hey, what do I know?
Yeah, I mean, but you got guys like Mignola who spent like 6 to 8 years inking terribly for Marvel Comics before he ever did his own thing.
Yeah,
You look at all this push, you're like, oh, this guy got jobs. Ugh. But then you look at him doing his own art, and it's like, oh, well, this guy's amazing.
That's pretty awesome that she was on that.
Yeah, so that FF Annual 2 is not only one of the best Doom books you get, but like there's a first appearance of a character that fucks with Doom. It don't seem like something that's important in continuity right now or in comic books, but for like film adaptation, who knows? We'll see what happens, but I doubt it. I have another book. It's Avengers. I think it's 96 or some shit. I can't remember, but it's the first man droids. It's kind of like a Sentinel team for the Avengers, and they got the Doomsday Avengers coming.
Hell
but
yeah.
I don't know if neither one of them will probably pan out, but it's just cool to keep your eye on shit. That comic books are full of little keys. Like the shit we are told, oh, that's the key to this. Nah, dude, there's a ton of shit that happens in each issue. So.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's all read your books. That's what they say.
There's shit that I look at and I'm like, this is what I think is key about it. And there's no one that talks, or I see it in description. It's like that Sentai 5. I tried to see what's in 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the way it's worded is like introducing. When you see words like introducing or first look, shit like that, you kind of assume that it's a cameo or first full, So I don't know, dude. Anywho, these are no funny women. There are no funny women. I would think that a woman would place in the top 100 at least.
Lucille Ball's got to be in there somewhere.
I don't know how far we'd have to go.
Lady F mentioned Lucy.
Yeah.
I think that my issue with as far as funny women is like I don't find a lot of funny women in stand-up, but I do find a lot of funny women in like TV writing. I think Tina Fey is fucking hysterical. I think Amy Poehler's really funny. I think Julia Louis-Dreyfus, if you haven't seen Veep, that's one of the best shows fucking ever. And Veep she's hilarious on that shit.
I think a sleeper key is the first appearance of Brew. He is the only male of the Brood race. There is a queen, but he is the king. No man.
They really dropped the ball with that Brew storyline, though, when Hickman left. They didn't really give it enough love, in my opinion. It's one of the threads that kind of got left by the wayside. So they did that Brood invasion like 3-issue arc, but beyond that, not really much.
Dude, if LeBron James goes back to Cleveland, I'm going to be so fucking pissed, dude, because it would be the second time he went back because they got better without him.
all those people that keep burning his jerseys are just buying more jerseys.
Dude, he came back when Kyrie Irving got good, and now I think it's Donovan Mitchell's doing well, and he's like, Cleveland don't look so bad to retire.
Remember the first time he left, and they had on the news people.
Oh yeah, it was crazy bad.
Burning jerseys, crying. Like, oh
I don't know if he's allowed back for a third time. Do you think they would let him back? I don't know.
Cleveland?
They might.
Have you ever been to Cleveland? That town will take what it can
take
get.
him back. You're right.
Yeah,
that's kind of Ohio's thing.
Of course, they want LeBron back.
Yeah, they want him back. Well, that's what he's saying. If the LA, I think what I've been seeing is if the Lakers don't get their shit together and get a competitive team, because it was looking like, okay, we tried. Now we're going to ride it out. LeBron's going to get a couple years, and everybody's going to pay the respect to him. But it sounds like LeBron wants a competitive team. Now that the buses ain't the owners, people are saying that their pockets are a little bit more wide open. So I don't know.
What does LeBron really want? Does he want to play with his son, or does he want a competitive team? Because you can't have fucking both, kid.
Yeah, I've seen that said. You're right. Because like, if you want a competitive team, why is he on the team?
He's trying to nepotism his boy into a ring.
Well, don't worry about that spot. Worry about the rest of them, Drew. That's we're talking LeBron James, right?
Right.
You don't give a fuck.
Remember back in the day when the great player of the team just made that team competitive?
I remember back in the day when the general managers
LeBron, that was 25 years ago. I remember those days.
Back in the day, the greatest player who ever played the game kept getting beat up by other teams in the playoffs and had to go out and get Dennis Rodman to make his team a winner,
Tougher,
right?
yeah.
So
That's pretty
there's
tough.
never been one player that could carry a team in the NBA. The dynamics have switched from era to era, but never has there been one player that could carry a
but
team.
now you need 3 superstars, 4 superstars on each
If you
team.
look
Yeah,
at
but
it,
look at
they've
all the
always-
support
they've
that Larry
always
Bird
been-
had.
What up,
Yeah, they've
Casino
always
dude?
been 3 superstars when you look at the history. I mean, Magic
Right.
Johnson had Kareem and freaking what's the other?
James Worthy,
What up,
James
Brad?
Yeah,
Bird had
Yeah.
McHale.
Vlade Divac.
And Paul. What up, Paul? So
I mean,
big
look,
shout.
look, Jerry
But,
West was the best
Magic
guy,
Johnson's,
the best
but
guy on
Magic Johnson's
Lakers.
the one that made those guys
Couldn't do nothing.
superstars. So, and Kareem made superstars. You gotta at some point LeBron's got to take a little responsibility. You're the best player in the world, LeBron. Fucking act like it.
I ain't the best player in the world.
Not at 40 years old. He's not.
Not at
not
40
anymore.
anymore, but you know what I'm saying.
He had his day where he was the best active player. He's never been the best player ever.
He was.
I don't. Oh yeah, I don't know.
That 2-year run,
Definitely.
run with Miami. I mean, dude was unstoppable.
I think that with the scoring title, he has the most accolades for a current playing player. Yes, he will get the most press.
Mhm.
People pay attention to him. It don't matter how well he's playing at a clip, dude. If Shaq was playing at this level, LeBron was playing, I would be unfucking bearable. You would not be able to hear the end of my fanism.
Yeah, but as far as like greatest of all time argument, I believe Shaq falls in above LeBron.
I love the Diesel. I would put him in a bunch of categories ahead of LeBron. But
At
historically,
the
I
end
don't
of
know.
Shaq's career, he was still unfucking guardable by anybody in the fucking league.
If he would have took care of his,
If Shaq would have taken care of himself better, it would have been different. Yeah.
He didn't care. He just ate.
Look, he's got tons of money. He got that Papa John's deal. He's got little women climbing his dick like a tree. Like,
It's
what
so
else
cool
more
to-
could Shaquille O'Neal want?
I mean, it's so cool to see LeBron getting like 30-point nights. Like that's fucking impressive, dude. Like
Yeah, but I wouldn't see. The thing is, I wouldn't put LeBron as far as a single player performer above Kobe. And
I'd rather watch Shaq.
And when
and Kobe
Shaq was
all
on the
day.
Lakers, Kobe was the second best player on the Lakers.
Yeah, but I think that right now, like Shaq ain't around, so that was my point. Like LeBron is definitely the guy, but yeah,
Right.
I know you weren't arguing that point. You were just saying you like Shaq more than him.
I think LeBron is a top 5 player of all time.
I give him somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's closer to
My list goes Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, then probably LeBron, and then Magic afterwards.
Yeah, okay, that's close. I put Bird above fucking Bron all day.
Yeah.
I go Jordan, Magic. And this ain't in particular order. This is just my starting 5. So Jordan, Magic, Bird, shit, you may forget Dr. J, Shaq, and I think LeBron's probably better than Dr. J. But for the chemistry of my team and for me wanting to win the game, I would have Dr. J out there playing. And if I had to replace him, I put Hakeem Olajuwon. That's what I got.
Hey, champ. I'm fixing to have to go. Let me give you my starting 5. Well, you
All right.
know, at point guard, he is from Michigan State University, Irvin Magic Johnson. And then who's my shooting guard? My shooting guard, you got to go with my older brother's favorite, the Air Jordan. You got to go Michael Jordan, all right? Now, my small forward, I'm going to have to go with Larry freaking Bird at the small forward. My center is going to be Shaquille O'Neal. And then my power forward, I almost forgot about my power forward, the great white hope, Kurt Rambis.
Damn. Rambis, that's a good one.
Outside of Rambis, that's the dream team, isn't it?
I think Mikel would
All right. My starting 5: Magic Johnson. You got Jordan at the 2. You got LeBron at the 3. You got Tim Duncan at the 4.
Donkey.
And yes, big fundamentals at the 4.
Hunky
5
dunky.
rings. Yes. And we're going to go center position. I am torn between center position because if I would have saw this guy play, he would probably be my center. It would be Wilt Chamberlain. But since I wasn't alive when he played, and my dad probably was, my dad was alive when he played, but I can't put him there. So I'll have to go with Shaq at the Lakers.
Let's
time
go.
frame. when he played. That's the Shaq I want. I don't want just any old Shaq. I need Shaq when they three-peat.
That's a good one, man. That's a good team.
You got to be, and I need Tim Duncan with both good knees.
Duncan and Shaq is definitely a difference maker.
Duncan and Shaq at that time that would be unfair for us going in the paint, and it's just that killer instinct with Jordan and LeBron seeing the whole floor. Like you can have Magic or LeBron running the offense for Jordan and Shaq. That's crazy. But if I had to switch it up and had to get a shooter like we want in the current timeline, I would have to take out Magic and put Steph. With the it depends on what era, and like if threes are more important like it is now, I would have to put Steph.
I think the issue with Steph though is like you take Steph and you put him in another era and he just becomes Reggie Miller.
That's why I said it depends on how we're playing current. I'd have to have Steph.
Yeah.
But if we're doing like 90s, early 2000s, I would go with that team.
See, my thing with
take Steph. I'll still take Steph in the 90s.
With fucking Dr. J, right? Like I know he's not a natural power forward. He's not going to back you down. But I picture my team so fucking good that they just whip the ball around like the Dream Team did against the fucking Russians or whatever. Like it just.
If you've got Dr. J, Hakeem Olajuwon, and Shaq, they're just like passing the ball back and forth above everybody else's heads.
Dude,
yeah, it's like that's just not fair. It's just a cheat code.
But with fucking Houdats, like you could slow the game down with Houdats, and you can dump the ball, and that's just as efficient. So I'm kind of jealous of Houdats
because like I thought of the list as like without the threes, like you could slow it down, do half court with the two bigs. Or you could run and gun because you got Jordan, MJ, and LeBron. Like that's crazy. That's crazy work. Any kind of way you want to do it, but yeah, that's
Lady F dropped the name in the chat. I think we've ignored.
That's just my starting five. That's not like my top five players.
John Stockton.
John Stockton.
He's a Ric Flair of the NBA. He's the dirtiest player.
He led the league in assists. He's and steals. The motherfucker is a bad motherfucker,
uncalled fouls.
Yeah.
That guy was dirty as fuck.
He's fucking something, dude.
Pokey in your eye.
You know who I liked back then on that team? Wasn't even him. It was what's the other one's fucking name? No. The white dude that came Hornacek? Jeff Hornacek. Is that it? No, that ain't it. What's my guy's name?
Hornacek's the name. It's not Jeff. What's his name?
Yeah, what the fuck was his name? Greg? I don't know. Let me look it up.
Dude, who's the ugly guy on New York? We've missed him. He's fucking fantastic. From the 90s. I can't remember his name.
Ugly guy? Patrick Ewing?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, he was never that good.
Patty Ewing, he was fucking awesome, bro.
No, he's a star player on a shit team for years and years. Patrick Ewing was not that good. I'm a hate on Patrick Ewing right now.
Yeah, he's pretty talented. He would have got one if
he would have got one if he was talented.
No, it was Jeff Hornacek. I was right. Jeff Hornacek.
All by himself, one guy.
Let me get a picture of this guy. Let me show you fucking Jeff. Jeff was a fucking baller, dude. He would come out. He could do everything, man. He was a defender. He could pass. He could shoot. All right. Let's see young Jeff Hornacek. Yeah, this guy right here. Check him out. Hold on. Oh, shit. This is Jeff fucking Hornacek.
And my name is Jeff.
That guy. Baller. He's kind of like Stockton, but not Stockton, you know?
He's a tall Stockton.
Yeah, he's like Stockton-like. He's cool as fuck.
Tony.
Anyways, yeah, we had a pretty good showing. I don't know what else. I don't have much else to talk about. Whether it's the bench, point guard Penny, Kobe, Kevin Durant, Malone, Wilt. Okay. I'm not even getting that far because the top five took me 43 years to get together, you know? The rest of the team, oof. It's too much for the brain power.
Who's your all-time greatest towel boy?
I don't know. I think that would be MC Hammer, dude. He was a bat boy, though.
Please, Hammer, don't hurt him.
I would like to see Hammer. He's like little Reggie what's the guy's name? Jackson, I think. No, he was like little Hank Aaron. I'm sorry. I think he was related to Hank Aaron. Anyways, he looked like a ball player. That's why they had him, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I like who that's back him down style, but I just picture my team running. And if I did the back him down style, I think Akeem's a more solid player than Duncan. But Duncan was pretty fucking good, bro. Like, he was about as good as a power forward. But I think the greatest power forward might have been Mikkel.
Hey, look, you bring your 5. I don't care who they are. My team will school you because I'm picking the Harlem Globetrotters.
They just shoot shit from half court.
Which Harlem Globetrotters?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which Harlem Globetrotters. Everybody's a Washington General when faced with the Globetrotter.
Well, what is tomorrow? Something's tomorrow, ain't it?
Wednesday.
The day after today, buddy.
Oh, I know what it is.
It's the day before 2 days from now.
It's fucking the night we do Secret Identity Issue 2. Where the fuck is TM? Did he take off?
I'm right here.
Okay,
Identity Crisis.
there you go. I said Secret Identity, motherfucker.
He changed his avatar, and now I never recognize him in the chat on the panel anymore.
Well, he told me he left. I couldn't see his avatar.
I did for a second, and then I came back.
Yeah, we're doing Identity Crisis 2, so we have an actual show tomorrow besides a 2 to 4 or a random hangout. I haven't done a Biggie Shack Commandment in a couple weeks, but I might have one brewing. The network's still pumping and thriving, still trying to get through today. But we're going to get out of here, man. I don't know what else happens on Tuesday. I don't feel like much. I don't know.
Isn't FOC and Chill coming back?
Oh, that would have been today, right?
Who knows?
Back today?
Is it coming back?
I don't think it is, but I'm not saying it ain't. I thought Beckerman was going to start doing it for him, but I don't think he did it yet. It's been like
circumstances a quitter.
Damn.
Wow. Rough.
Prob's with me on that one. No, I've been trying to shame him into coming back live on Tuesday.
I do the same thing to Journey. Don't worry, man. You're all right.
I'm trying to get everybody that's a troll right now to be like saying nice shit about their enemies. So,
you know what? Journey promised to fucking stream this week, and he's a pussy, and he's not doing one. So
I only talk shit to my friends.
It's Tuesday. Well, you can't. That's the point. Like, you talk shit to your friends. Like, Ian was in here, and we kicked him out 4 times. He understood that. Like, he got it. But like, when you're shitting on people who actually might not like you, it's like, that's not fucking as much fun as just playing with your buddies. So I think it would be funner if they would get along. I think they got a lot more in common. Everybody that's even not just the two.
All the beefsters.
About. Yeah, like even the people that fuck with the other people. Like, we miss each other, man. I miss hanging out with blah, 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 and this and this and that. So feel free to come through on the network.
You know what, though? I hate blah, blah, blah. Like, blah, blah, blah can go. Like,
yeah, and this and that. What a douche.
Yeah.
I did like one more comment in the chat. Babe Ruth was the greatest baseball player. I agree with that. I think he was the shit. I think he'd be able to play now. He was so good. But fucking,
he was always drunk too.
He's
also
drunk. He
tonight,
smoked.
guys. For those who care, and let me tell you, a lot of people do not care. The final 3 episodes of Ironheart drop tonight.
Oh,
Is it
Ironheart?
Perfect. Something I don't have to watch.
Dude, the first 3 episodes were actually good. Really good show.
Well, it got better. Like it did progressively get better. There is plot holes, and that which somebody did point out to me, and I do agree with. But yeah, it's kind of weird though that they're just like, hey, we're just gonna drop it like 2 weeks. Yeah, they're dropping all 3 tonight, and that's the last 3, Marcus. It's weird. They dropped the first 3 last week, and then the last 3 this week.
I'm down for that.
I don't mind that. I do like when Netflix does that. Like, they do the parts and stuff, because Netflix is like notorious for dropping them all at once, right? So I do like how they're bringing Stranger Things back and they're doing it in parts. I liked how they did that with Cobra Kai as well for the final season.
I'm extra Canadian today. Is it just because it's our birthday? I'm very Canadian today, Travis.
Yeah, he's very Canadian.
Hey, thank you to all our Canadians in the community. Happy Canadian Day. I hope you have a nice firework explosion and ceremony in your town. And appreciate all your work you guys do from Canada. It's always fun.
Viva
All
la
right.
Canada.
Yeah, we pick up your guys' slack all the time.
Yeah. You guys are pretty good, man. You're sneaky good at shit. All right. Well, see y'all later. This has been the network where we bring 1,000 shows a day. All right. What is this? I thought Canada was loyal to the crown. Damn. That's the way to end it. All right. Hashtag enjoy. Peace, love, and pussy. If you're mad at me, go kiss your wife and give her some dick. See y'all later, man. Hope y'all have a good 4th of July week. And if you ain't got a wife, just know I love you, dude. Hashtag enjoy.
Biggie. Biggie.